We did the summer show, and that was so successful that we ended up doing a regular, another show started in December. It was great.
And this is you and Chris Beard?
Yes.
So did you come on, when you started, were you writers? Were you writer-producers?
Writers, producers.
Writer-producers. So were you involved in developing the format for the show?
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about that, because they had kind of a definite opening and closing and animation and...
Well, I'll tell you a little bit about that in that you just described the basic structure of the Sonny and Cher show, which was the structure of the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour. They did a monologue to begin with, based on a song, and Tom and Dick were pure at that because that's how they did their act. And so we used them and the basis of how they performed as the structure of the show.
So had you and Chris gone to see Sonny and Cher's act before the show?
Yes, we went to Dallas, and we were in a club that had more people on stage and in the audience. They had, but it was Fred Silverman that said, "Go and see them. I think there's something in there." And we saw them, and they were terrific. And on the way home, we got fairly stoned on the. It's terrible for me to mention this, but we wrote on the plane. We came up with the Vamps concept.
What was the Vamp for people who aren't familiar?
Vamps were women who were famous for doing certain things in life, and they were remarkable women. And Cher played all those women, and was very good at that. She was very, very good. She had dyslexia, so she had to memorize everything that she did, and she was able to ad lib inside of that, and it was very good.
What about Sonny? What were his strengths?
Sonny was very good at playing straight for her. He played very, very, very good straight man, and very good. He played straight man for Jerry Lewis, and he played straight man for a number of comedians. He played very well. He was very good.
So is that what their act was? Was he the straight man to her? So you guys just built off of that?
Absolutely. Sonny, we were talking to them, we like the character you play with Cher. You play very straight for her, and she has big jokes. And so he listened to that, and he said very, very honestly to us, "Well, guys, I'm willing to play the straight man, and if it works, I'll play I'll work hard at it." He said, "But in me, you've only seen the tip of the iceberg." So I took him at heart, and we left. I said, "By the tip of the iceberg, that speech will stay with me forever." We worked the show, and he worked very well in the show, and we ran for 3 seasons. And now I'm doing another show. I was doing the Bizarre Show with John Biner, and we were in Vegas. I came into my office in Vegas at 4 or 5 in the morning, and we've been working all night. And I checked my mail, and there was a telegram. And it takes you back before FaceTime. A telegram from Sonny. The first telegram from Sonny said, "You're not going to believe this. I just got elected to Congress." I said to Chris, he came in the office, he wanted to check his mail too before going to sleep. I said, "Chris, you don't believe this. The tip of the iceberg just got elected to Congress." And it was the only guy in the world that could even recognize what I was talking to him about.
It sounds like you came up with Vamp. You knew that you wanted the opening monologue.
Yep, and the laundromat.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we just wanted to come up with the concept for a Yenta, who knows everything, and she played the part perfectly. She worked the wardrobe. She made herself have a big fat tush, and she was very great. She did. She did all the. She did Laverne. Laverne was her name, and it was great.
And that was opposite Terry Garr,
Yep.
right?
Terry Garr. We worked with Terry through the Wendy Williams show too. She was very good, and then she started getting big movie parts. I haven't seen Terry for a number of years. I understand she's a little not well today.
No, sorry to hear that. What about the use of animation on the show? At the
John Wilson was an animator, and we wanted to take that animation and lead in. We used to do on the Williams show. We did lead ins to commercials with little bits and pieces of what was coming up, and we wanted to do with animation. And John Wilson was an animator, and he did this stuff. He did the pilot for us for the summer show, and he was great.
Talk a little bit about that, because there was a structure to the music on Sonny and Cher as well.
Well, we found that they had Cher used to do in the middle of the show. She would do a standard piece, and the wardrobe was very unique. And I honestly feel that the ladies in the audience used to love her more than the guys. So we would get mail from the women saying how great she looks. The gowns are great. The skin is great. When I see Cher today, I'm amazed. She's 73 years old. She looks like a kid, and she had a very special talent for being loved. She was great.
Why did the Sonny and Cher comedy hour come to an end?
Well, Sonny and Cher were especially. I don't want to get into the details of it, but Cher was right to be displeased with Sonny. And so when we knew that this was going to end, and I was asked a number of times to do a different Sonny and Cher show. And I said, I didn't want to. I did a Sonny and Cher show. It was remarkable, unique, and whoever going to do the other shows just going to be for a couple of years.
What do you think the legacy of the original show, the Sonny and Cher comedy hour, is?
It was the legacy of it that it's a family show by a husband and wife and parents who love their child and who convinced the audience that they were legitimate.